joining me. I finally got round to doing these readings. I'm so sorry it's been so delayed. Life has been crazy, as I'm sure it has for everyone else, but I just didn't have the time. I hope you have. In the meantime, you can check out the Twin Peaks Tarot Instagram and Facebook page, where I've done some readings which just had photographs of the cards, because it's quicker to do the reading and then write things down than do the reading on film and edit and all that. But I want to do videos. I want to do videos because it's kind of a bit more personal, isn't it? I like for you to see the messages as they come out, and you know that it's really come out. Not that I would want to pretend, you know, but it's just photographed reading, but it's still just nice to do that, I think. Anyway, so here we are, Twin Peaks Tarot, this wonderful deck by Benjamin Mackey. If you haven't seen what the cards look like, I've done videos for each of the cards and the major arcana and all the 4 suits of the minor arcana, so check out my YouTube channel, which you must be probably on now anyway if you're watching this, to watch those, to find out more and have a look at the art of all the cards, because obviously when I'm doing the readings it's not going to be as much time to do that. It's quite windy out there, so sorry if you hear any noise in the background. Yeah, the tweeting of the birds though. I finally got some peace, and that was going to be my famous last words, no doubt. I'm sure the dogs next door will start barking now. So. Right, but this is a general reading for you, my lovely Libras. It's your birthday very soon. You of course are air signs. So you may be the lawyers, teachers, writers, doctors in amongst us. If not, well, pretty much anything. But here we go. This is general reading, and whenever you watch this video is exactly the right time for you to hear the messages within. I'm not going to set any dates or times to this reading because time's man-made concept, and in true Twin Peaks style, I want there to be no future or no past. There is only the present, and we can do what we like in the right now, can't we? So, okay, let's do this reading. So, spirit guides of the Black and White Lodges, or spirit guides from wherever you personally believe, whatever you personally believe in, whether you're religious or whether you're just spiritual, whether you think it's absolute twaddle. I'm not professed to be psychic or anything like that. I just go on my own intuition, and that's something that we all have. We all have gut feelings. We all have moments of visions and in dreams when things come to us that can't be explained, the uncanny. So that's all I'm doing here, is asking the cards to give me a message for you. So yes, cards, please give it a message for Libra. Oops, don't need all those cards to be here forever. Yeah, I tend to just want the cards that jump out. I think they are usually the ones, they do communicate with us in this sense. It can take a very long time, unfortunately, so you have to listen to me waffle. So, cards, oops, okay, well, 3 at once. They're just doing that just to have a go at me. Okay. Right, well, these cards have come out. I think these 2 have definitely come out for other signs. I can't remember who now. Okay, so you've got the 9 of Swords, and things are looking a bit bleak there for old Harry, just as he finds out the truth about his love Josie. He's at the bottom of the bottle there. And yeah, it does seem like perhaps you have had some pretty bad news of late and you're pretty devastated by something that's happened. There's a woman in your life who can help you. The Empress. The Empress is a quite a strong, very beautiful, very intelligent, elegant woman, as portrayed here by Catherine Martel. She's obviously someone who has a vast knowledge. She can come across as quite cold, but she's had to be in this very sort of male-orientated environment that she's worked in. So yeah, you might find some good advice and some unexpected support from someone that you didn't think would be a friend. Because if you take Harry for an example here, Josie and Catherine were enemies really, but I think this here in this reading, I think she's actually there to help you. She's there on the phone giving advice. She may be an older woman, it doesn't have to be a woman though, it can be just someone who's a sort of female energy, or this very strong, feminine, powerful energy. I think she can help you learn more about why you've been hurt so badly and how to get through it, I think. Sometimes the words that you hear might not be the softest. It might be some hard truth, but I think you do need to hear it sometimes to help you move on. For me, the Writer card is very much about, you've got a lovely Mark Frost here, our favourite writer. For me, the Writer card is, funny as I was saying it earlier, is not about the present. I'd say the Direct card is about the present. That's you taking control of your here and now, whereas the Writer tends to look at the past, dwell on the past even, but sort of remember things that have happened before and take them into account into your future. They can also write about the future. They could plan ahead, make sure that you don't get yourself into these situations again. So yeah, I think you have it, you will have it in control. Swords are an air, this is definitely you, Libra, it's an air sign. So yeah, you have this ahead though, that you do have control. You can learn lessons from this pain, and then you, moving forward, you can write your story how you want it to be. So that's good. Let's get some more clarification around this message. I do feel that things are going to be okay for you. I know it's been a big upheaval. It could be in love, it could be maybe something that's happened at work or in your family. Someone feels like a betrayal, like somebody's pulled the wool over your eyes a bit, hurt you unexpectedly. And even if things, like in the case of Harry and Josie, she did sort of trick him, but I do believe she loved him truly as well. And so I think that hurts a lot more sometimes when you really genuinely care about someone and they hurt you, whether they intended to or not. It's harder to get over because you did truly love them. So cards can give me some clarification for Libra, please. Oops, this is jumping out. Carl Rod, very wise and kind soul. Somewhat linked to the fire world. It's very mysterious. This character, very compassionate person in your life, maybe. Or maybe it's somebody that you didn't expect to bring you so much pain, and I think that's possibly what the issue is. You didn't expect to be let down by someone who's usually so good and someone you believed was amazing. But I don't think there was any real intention behind the pain that's been caused. People make mistakes, and I think you do have to kind of live and let live, and forgive if you can. Even if you can't have that person in your life anymore, it's for your benefit to forgive and move on, I think. Otherwise you will end up dwelling on the past too much, and being bitter in the future, and you don't want that. You don't want that. It's great to learn from your mistakes, but try not to let the things that have hurt you in the past rule your future. As Coop said about Harry, what was the quote? Those who don't love easily love too much. And I think that's definitely the truth here with you, Libra, is that you've probably not let many people into your heart, or had that many close friends, or people that you would imagine are, or you think of as really good people, people who mean a lot to you. You probably keep a quite close, small circle of real, true friends. You'll probably have lots of friends and people and acquaintances, but true friends or true loves have been very few, far between. So, okay, yeah. The 12th card, the Hanged Man, which generally means surrender. Surrendering and admitting that you've been at fault as well. Perhaps you have a part to play in the pain. There's maybe, it's just time now, I think, for you to try and move on with everything that's happened. Just put the white flag up. Admit defeat. Admit that you've been hurt, and yeah, but not be bitter. Being bitter is not going to help you at all. You were right to love and to trust people, and that's not a bad trait to have. You'll probably be a bit more wily about that in future, which it's a shame, because when you've been betrayed, that does have that effect, at least for a while, until you can learn again. And it will happen again. You're not going to be... This doesn't happen regularly. And it probably does happen to everyone at least once in their life. But doesn't mean to say that everyone's a bad egg. Let's see. One last card, please, for Libra. Before my... Oh, there we go. Ooh, the Lovers. Just as I was saying. Yes, it doesn't mean that... So you've got Jacoby here, giving in, admitting defeat. There, Carl Rod is someone that you would definitely trust in life. He rode a white horse, he was kind, generous. He just wanted to stay where he was. And then you have the Lovers, Shelley and Bobby, with Leo watching over them, quite scarily. Not sure that I would want Leo in a vegetative state watching over me. We know what happens next. But yeah, there is a future. You do have love in your future. So whatever's happened, the pain that you're going through now, it's not going to last. It's definitely not going to last. Keep your thoughts, write them down, write your thoughts down, write down how you feel right now, how you felt, how you've been betrayed, how it's made you feel, and write down also what you want for your future. Maybe now it's time to take stock and decide if there's anything different you want to do. Now is the time. But yeah, just give in to the pain. and stop trying to resist it. You don't need to have drink or drugs to get over this. You're strong. You're very strong. Just stick with it, and your future looks pretty good. You will find true love again. Somebody that's meant to be there for you, or it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It's a partnership, though. There will be someone that you find that true love or true friendship with in the future. Someone, a soulmate, a twin flame, if you like. Someone that will always be in your life, whether they are in a relationship with you or not. There is someone who's going to make a big difference to your life in the future. So that's nice. And I'm going to ask the cats, my favourite things, the cats, my spirit animal. They call me a crazy cat lady, but I have no cats. So my cats, what exist in these cards, and this one jumped out quickly. Got two actually. Right, okay. So that's nice. So we've got Grace. Grace, the cat here, which is, I think, like Temperance in the Rider-Waite, the traditional tarot deck. And the Sky Queen, which would be quite funny. Sky would be air, obviously, so that's definitely you. And Queen, so let's have a look. So Grace means cats move with such grace and delicacy that it may seem effortless, but it takes both poise and the willingness to look foolish if we fall or falter. This blending of control and freedom is what gives us balance. Our dignity comes from inner grace as well as the outer. True grace means adapting to your circumstances, allowing the waves to break harmlessly around you, without defensiveness. When you open yourself to vulnerability, you'll rise from any challenge with greater wisdom. Cats move with perfect composure between the worlds, always guided by their own serene spirit. Find that place of inner harmony that allows you to move through any challenge with poise and grace. If you find yourself knocked off balance, assess what is needed to steady yourself again. Your ability to adapt to changing circumstances will make you sure-footed even in the most tempestuous of times. Seek tranquility. That certainly makes sense in relation to what's happened to you. It's to, yes, don't act while you've been hurt. Don't get revenge. Don't try and get revenge. Don't do anything silly. Don't make a fool of yourself. Just, forgive, move on, act gracefully and with respect for yourself. You'll only regret it if you make a scene. It's not to say you shouldn't be upset. It's absolutely fine. Of course, you need to get it off your chest. But yes, you don't have to let the hurt overtake you. Sky Queen, what's this mean? And Sky Queen is above it all, often literally, for her love of high places draws her ever upward. From this lofty perspective she sees keenly, nothing escapes her. She surveys the world with coolness and detachment. This queen doesn't often bond with her mates, and for the most part she keeps her clan at a wary distance. She carries out her mothering duties with careful attention, but when it's time for the kittens to leave her, she lets them go easily. As formidable as she is beautiful, the Sky Queen keeps her thoughts to herself. Your quick wits and sharp intelligence serve you well, as does your gift for communication. You may be keeping personal relationships at arm's length, though strategic alliances are valuable to you. Calm thoughtfulness is more important to you now than emotions. This is a good time to get perspective and consider future decisions. Again, so yes, it does very much make sense. You're not the kind of person who gets close to someone easily, so we can understand why this situation that you're in has hurt you so much. But there is hope for the future, as we said. The Lovers, And yes, you don't look a fool. You do not look a fool. Everyone is hurt in their life. You never expect those who hurt you to be the ones to do it. Let's see what the Soul's Journey card says finally. This is a lovely deck of cards, beautifully illustrated with mandalas. So this is my Buddhist link to our tarot reading today. I like to have lots of cards because they do give us different perspective. This deck is just an oracle deck of short messages to take with you, kind of like a summary of everything here. So what do the spirits have to give you in the message today, Libra? Let's find out. Oops, right. Oh, self-esteem. Makes sense. Self-esteem. I possess gifts. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So yes, don't let what's happened to you break your self-esteem. You do have a gift of the soul, and you have a lot to give people, so don't let what's happened to you ruin that, really. You have a lot to give, and lots of people will be very appreciative of your love and friendship and loyalty. Yes, take this into account. Thank you very, very much indeed for watching, Libra. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then please hit this video up with a like and subscribe. If you want to see future videos, I'm not sure when the next one's going to be. I'm just going to do them as and when I can, and I hope that'll be regularly. Depends on the world of craziness that we all live in. But yeah, I hope to do specifically loved readings as well, and as well as general readings and so on. Oh, I forgot to mention who was birthdays. Who's a Libra? Who have we got? Well, character-wise, and it does make sense, they're very much these kind of people. Norma and Margaret Lanterman, the log lady, both Libras, both very, very kind women, very dreamers, but not, but still sensible with it. They weren't outlandish or anything like that, and that's very much what you are like, Libra. So yep, we've got in Libras for the actors or cast crew members for Twin Peaks. Libras are Naomi Watts, Monica Bellucci, Wendy Roby, who of course plays Nadine. We've got John Piricello, Jake Wardle, who of course is Freddie, and John Piricello was Deputy Chad, our favourite. Lisa Coronado, who plays the poor mum of the boy who was hit by Richard Horne. Everett McGill, Big Ed, and Catherine Coulson herself. So the log lady was both a Libra in real life and in Twin Peaks, and you can tell. Right, okay, so thank you again for watching, and I will see you all soon. And check out the Twin Peaks Tarot page on Facebook and on Instagram, and hopefully I'm going to have a website set up soon too, so I'll keep all these videos in there as well. Thanks very much, speak to you soon.